Hi loves! So the choker necklace trend has been so popular lately. You see them all over the stores, on celebrities, and all over social media as well. So today I decided to make 3 different choker necklaces to share with you guys. And they're super easy, super fun to make as well. So yeah, I decided to make my own necklaces since it was like super trendy and popular. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So if you guys want to see how to make this, and this choker necklace, then please keep on watching. For the first choker, it is the silver choker with Swarovski crystals all around it. So what you're gonna need for this choker is 1 clasp, 9 jump rings, 7 crystal AB drop crystals, and these are Swarovski crystals, and you have to find the ones that have a top drill on them, which is basically a hole on either side of the crystal, so you can easily loop the jump ring through it. And this is what it looks like up close. It's super sparkly and shiny and super gorgeous. And once you hit different lights, they give off different colors. They'll give off purple, green, yellow, and crystal color. So it's very, very, very beautiful. And you're gonna also need a silver chain. Here I'm using a sterling silver chain. This is silver 925, and it's just very. So first thing you want to do is take a measuring tape and measure around your neck to see where you want your choker to lay and how long you want your choker to be. Mine, it is 33.5 centimeters long. Yours might vary depending on your neck size. Next step I like to do is add my jump ring on either side of the chain. So take a jump ring here and use your plier. I like to use the pointed plier here, and just loop that jump ring onto the chain like so, and just close that back up with the other plier to help, like so. And then on the other side, take another jump ring along with the clasp. So take your plier again, because sometimes your fingers are a little bit too chubby and it's in the way, and loop the clasp through. And then just take the end of the chain, loop it through as well, and then close it back up. And there you have your little clasp and also the little loop to hook it on. All right, now it's time to put the crystals onto the necklace. So what I like to do is take one of the pointed pliers and take one of the jump ring, like so. And then just put the crystals, or loop the crystal through the jump ring. And this is what it looks like here. And this is why I said it's important to get the crystal with the holes on top, so you can just easily loop the jump ring through. And then what you're gonna do is, I like to hold the necklace by the clasp area because that marks the center of the necklace. And then I just hold it up like so. And you guys can see that there's one chain kind of dangling at the bottom there, or one link of the chain, and that pretty much marks the center of the necklace. So I'm just gonna loop the jump ring, and what I like to do is just space out the crystal. I like to count, so I hold up the chain like so with my fingers, and then I count 10 between each crystal. Number 1. Done. So for the second choker, this is the Gunmetal choker with jet black Swarovski crystals. You're gonna need 3 jump rings, 1 clasp, 1 eye pin. And if you guys don't know what an eye pin is, this is what it looks like here. It kind of has like a little loop at the end like so. And then you're gonna need 2 These are the Swarovski crystal graphic bead in jet black. And then you're gonna need 4 of the Swarovski crystal bicone beads, and this is in jet black as well, and these 2 are beads as well, so you can easily just loop them through. And you're also gonna need gunmetal chain. This is what my gunmetal chain looks like. It's more of like a thicker chain, like so. And my chain measures, I basically already took them off of the chain. They're 14 centimeters in length each, and yours might vary because depending on the size of your neck, but these are 14 centimeter chain each, so you're gonna need 2 of them. And basically this chain, as you guys can see right there, this one has a little opening here. So basically what I do is I take 2 of my pliers, my pointed one, or since this chain is a little bit thicker, I need a thicker plier to actually take it off, so I use this kind of more heavy duty one. This one has like little teeth in it, so it's easier to grip the slippery chain. So I just take it like so, and I'm just gonna pretend. And then take my flat edge plier on the other side, and then I just twist this side away from me, and then I just hold on steadily on the left side, on this side, and then that opens the chain and you just take it out. To start off, I'm gonna put the clasp on the edge of the chain, or the end of the chain. So just loop the jump ring through like so, and then put the clasp on, like so, and then just close it up. And make sure it's actually closed, like that. And then the next step, I don't need to put a jump ring on this edge because the clasp, as you guys can see, is big enough to just hook it onto the chain like that. So you don't need to put a jump ring on the other side. If you want to, you could, or if your clasp is a little bit smaller than this, then you definitely have to go ahead and put a jump ring on the other side to hook it onto, but mine is big enough, so you don't need to put a jump ring on the other edge. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our eye pin here, and we're gonna loop the Swarovski crystals through it. So I'm gonna take one of the small bicone beads right here and loop it through the eye pin. And again, another one, and just loop it through like so. And then I'm gonna take the bigger one and loop it through. And another big one, and loop it through. And these all have holes in them, so they're basically beads, so it can be easily loop through something. Another bicone, and another bicone. And then you have your little set here. And then what I like to do is just hold onto the beads like so. And then take my thumb and hold onto the eye pin down there, the little loop. And what I'm gonna do is take my little cutting plier here, and as you guys can see, it's a little bit like the little pin is quite long. So what I'm gonna do is cut it because I need to make another identical loop like this, like the little eye pin over there. So I'm gonna cut it because it's a little bit too long, because if I try to loop this wire right here, it's gonna be way too big. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut a little bit off to make it shorter. So this part can get a little tricky, but if you have patience, you can achieve it. So what I'm gonna do is hold that little eye pin on the bottom with my thumb like so, and then hold the crystals with my other fingers like that, and take my pointy plier like so. And what I'm gonna do is create that same loop on the bottom. So I'm gonna hold the crystals. Actually, I'm gonna hold it like this so it's easier. You guys can see that? And then what I'm gonna do is push the little wire towards me with my plier, and then roll it in, roll the wire towards my fingers to create this kind of little loop first, like so. You guys can see that? Created a little loop like that. And then of hard to show you guys this on camera, but I'll try my best. So what I'm gonna do is that little loop, just push it all the way down with my plier to touch the other side.
And there you have it, an identical loop to the other side.
Alright, so now that we have our crystal bar assembled, what we're gonna do is take one jump ring here and just loop that little loop that we created earlier at the edge of the bar, and loop the jump ring. Loop it through the jump ring like so, and then take your chain here and loop it through that jump ring again, and take your flat edge plier along with your pointy edge and just close up the jump ring like so, and make sure there's no holes so the little crystals don't fall off. And also take the other jump ring here and do the same thing. And second choker done. And one more thing with this choker, if you find when you put the choker on your neck, so pretend I close up, hook it on to the clasp like so. And if you find that the crystal bar is a little bit too flat against your neck area, what you can do is this little eye pin that we put the beads through, you can manipulate it. So if it's too flat to your neck area, what you can do is just twist it a little bit or just bend it a little bit like so. Don't bend it too much or else you're gonna break the crystal and the little eye pin, but you can just kind of maneuver it to make a little kind of curve is what I'm saying. It will hug nicely against your neck area. So for the third choker, like what you're gonna need is one clasp, 6 jump rings, 1 eye pin, this is a silver eye pin, and 1 head pin. And this head pin is basically looks like this. You guys can see that. It kind of has like a flat edge at the bottom, and that's what a head pin is. This one is teeny tiny. And then you're gonna need 6 pearls, and then you're gonna need 3 sets of measurements of silver chain. This is sterling silver again. It's the same chain I used for the first choker. So you're gonna need 2 14.5 centimeter chain, and then you're gonna need 2 19.5 measurement of chain, and then you're gonna need 1 19 centimeter. Okay, so we're gonna start with the choker portion of this necklace. Since it is a double layered necklace, we're gonna start with that first. So first things first, you guys already know the drill. Get one of the jump rings here, and then loop it through the chain at the edge, like so, and close it back up. And then get another jump ring, like that, and get the clasp. Loop it through the jump ring, and grab the chain, and loop that through the jump ring as well. And then something extra I like to do for this necklace is I take 3 different jump rings and I loop it all together like so, and just open it back up. And this is gonna be a little kind of like an extender, a necklace extender. So if you want your choker a little bit tighter, a little bit looser, you have that option with the jump rings like that. You just loop it onto the edge. So there is, you know, kind of like an extender for your necklace. So you have, and then now I'm gonna start with the center portion of the choker. So I'm gonna take my eye pin, which is that little pin with the little loop at the bottom there. And then I'm gonna take, ooh, roly pearls. Okay, I'm gonna take 5 pearls and most of the materials I use you can find at, you know, Michael's or even your local jewelry supply store. They should have all of these. It's very easy to find. It's very like, it's not very hard to find. So there's 5 pearls here. And what you're gonna do, same thing with the second choker, is, let's see here. This little silver wire here is a little bit too long because I want to create that same loop that's on the left side there. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my little cutting plier here and just cut off a little bit because I want to create the same sort of loop. So one's not too big and one's not too small. Discard that there. And then take my pointed plier and I basically hold not like halfway, but a little bit like 3/4 on the way up of the wire. And what I do is I twist the wire towards me with my plier, and then I twist it back away from me to create that loop. So I kind of have it like this right now. And then I just go ahead and take my plier and just finish the loop off and bend that wire down. So now that I showed you guys how to create that loop, you're gonna take your pointed plier here and just go ahead and open that loop back up like so. Just twist it towards you like so. And then you're gonna loop the chain through that wire like that. And then you're gonna go ahead and take your plier again and then just create that same loop and twist that wire back down towards the pearls. And then you have the loop and the chain like so. And do the same thing. So next step of this choker, we're gonna create the second layer, which we're gonna make a V shape. So just to give you guys an idea, we're gonna connect these two chains here to the edges of the choker necklace. So what you're gonna do is take the side with the clasp and take your pliers here and just open it up like so. And I like to put the chain through the side where it has the chain, not the clasp side. So just put it through, loop it through like so, and then just close it back up like that. And then there you have your second layer, and do the same to the other side. And for this side, you're gonna open the jump ring that's closest to the chain, of course, not the other jump rings, which is your necklaces. So you're gonna take your final jump ring here and loop the necklace or the chain through on either side. And now what we're gonna do is take the final chain and just attach it to that jump ring in the middle there. So again, I'm gonna open it up. Oop, that wasn't the center. Let me find the center. There you go. All right. So you open up the jump ring there. And what I like to do is just take off the right side here, because I want the chain to be in the center of that necklace. So I totally forgot this step earlier, but just to, clarify. So just put it in the center and then put the right chain through like so and close that jump ring back up. Make sure it's closed. There you go, because you don't want your chain falling off. So there you have your choker along with that V shape and this chain hanging down like so. And the final step is you take your head pin here and the last of the pearl and you just loop it through like a bead. And that little kind of head pin there, it just prevents the bead from, falling down or falling off. And just cut off the wire, some of the wire, and discard the rest. Take my pointed plier again, and then pull the wire towards me like so, and then twist it away from me just to create that loop. And then what I'm gonna do, so it kind of looks like this right there. And then what I'm gonna do is take the center, let me fix it so you guys get a better idea. So there's the choker right there, there's the V, and then the center chain that's gonna go down in the middle of your body there. Take the last loop of the chain and loop that through the wire of the pearl. And then what I'm gonna do here, Sorry about that noise. That is my baby monitor going crazy right now because my baby's sleeping. Whoa there. And then I'm just gonna twist that wire down towards the pearl to create that loop. Just like so. Third choker done. Each choker is so gorgeous and so unique. This first one here is very simple because it's just one layer, and I love it because it's just super sparkly and beautiful with their Swarovski crystals on it, and it's just very kind of casual chic. And I really like this one as well because the color is more dark than the sterling silver ones, but this would go perfectly with like darker clothing and even with like a black dress or something, and I just really like it because it's just super edgy and cool with the jet black Swarovski crystals and the gunmetal chain. And then for the center one, this is absolutely gorgeous as well because it's not your average choker, it's a double layer choker with pearls in it. So it's kind of edgy but kind of elegant at the same time with the pearls, and the sterling silver chain just makes it a lot brighter and a lot more kind of bright and sparkly. So I really like this as well, and it's just so cool with the double layered effect with the choker on top and then the V on the bottom along with the dangly chain on the bottom as well. And what makes it really adorable, it's kind of like a cherry on top. It just added this little pearl on the bottom of the chain right there. So there you have it, 3 different chokers in
So that's how I created
ways.
all 3 different choker necklaces. Each of them give you a different look, a different vibe. So that's pretty much how you make it. Super easy, super simple. I hope you guys had fun, and don't forget to tag me on Instagram or any of my social media platforms if you guys create this as well, or comment down in the comment section down below if you're gonna make one, or do you like the choker trend, or what is your favorite choker at the moment. And that is pretty much it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye guys. Mwah.